Lokesh sir, in the stories that you've just heard, what are your takeaways from it as someone who can bring about changes in the policy?
I mean, it's really inspiring. I think each one of you come with very different background. And as a policymaker, it's very humbling that, there are things that are going right and definitely there are areas to improve. Your captain just shared with me that, in your books, you should have any sporting pictures, women. And then, it will really get people to think. I think when girls are looking at it, they'll start dreaming that, yes, I have a chance. It took her almost 2 years to convince her father. I mean, that's a bigger fight than actually playing for India. But it's really inspiring that a lot of effort has gone in different ways and they've been supported by their family in different ways. So as a policymaker, this is exactly what I'm looking forward to, is trying to figure out what are those changes that we can do to break that stereotypes further. And see, for you and me, we're more urban. But then if you still go back to the rural, these unfortunately still continue. And then how do you sort of remove these deep-rooted stereotypes is what I'm struggling with. I believe it starts with cinemas. They play a very important role. So I did talk about it with the chief minister, with the deputy chief minister, that we should actually figure out a mechanism for it. Of course, education is my role. It's not easier because I can do it. But I need support from all of you. I think I'm looking forward to guidance. An amazing idea. For the captain game, it's stuck in my head. Like, this is one thing I need to do. These are little ideas that I think you can bring about change. And all of you, please look at yourselves as change makers of society. And it takes, all of you together, hand in hand, to bring about that change. So, I see that at home. I see that with my mother, who used to run the business till Brahmani came in, my wife. And I see the way Brahmani is now balancing. We have a child. Only child, he's 10 years old. So she actually does all the heavy lifting because an absentee father. But, if you have to achieve great things, you have to sacrifice. And it's important that, all of us here celebrate success. And that's what we discuss, apart from blackmailing parents. But definitely celebrate success. I think that's the responsibility of politicians. I think Mitali just shared, that's how the chief minister did it. A lot of the sports person today also shared during the National Sports Day event, how the chief minister celebrated it. So I think it's had an impact. And what I would look forward to hearing from you is, how do we continue this? I think apart from celebrating a victory, how do you sort of continue this, make it part of a culture, make it part of a rhythm, make it part of our fundamental fabric? Then I think it'll really inspire a generation of youngsters now to come to sports. And more than even youngsters and girls coming in, I think parents willing to. So that's where I believe that change should happen. And that's what I look forward to hearing from all of you. Even after the session, any crazy idea, we're here to implement. As a state, we're all open to hear from you. And we look forward to, sort of taking these ideas and getting the rubber to meet the road, if I can say.
But Harman, I'd like to get your point here, is because you're in the thick of things. You're in the middle of it. You've been there when you were playing, and now you've got the youngsters coming in like Kranti and Shri. How different is their attitude as compared to when you came in? And how different are their challenges as compared to when you came in?
Well, I think they are totally different. I mean, when I came in the team, that time we were struggling with a lot of other things, like providing grounds or facilities or more number of games. But right now, for God's grace, BCCI is doing such a good thing for us. And I think they all have all the experience watching us on the TV, knowing when I played my first ODI World Cup, I didn't even know like other teams like Australia, England. I didn't even know how they play, what they do. So when I was there, I was continuously asking Julandi and Anjumdi like what they do, how fast they ball, so what I have to do. So I think that time we preparation was nothing, but still we were aiming to win World Cup, or preparing ourselves in that way. We want to bring the change for our country. But right now I think for these girls everything is available and their mindset is totally different. So playing with them is more easier than playing back.
Oh, lovely.
You asked for some random idea. I think I walked into Visakhapatnam Stadium. All the stands are named after men. So when Julandi got her first stand named...
That's wonderful.
So when Julindi got her stand named in Eden Garden, I mean, genuinely watching the whole video made me feel very emotional that that iconic stadium of Eden Garden is going to have a women cricketer on it. And and yeah, I mean, any stadium I walk into, there are, I mean, 10 on 10 are mostly men. And I feel we have a lot of legendary ex-women cricketers who deserve to have a stand named on them. So I would just, I mean, as you said, you can start, and lot of other state associations will follow.
That's amazing. That is amazing. Let's give that a huge round of applause. So, ladies and gentlemen, here I welcome the panel on stage. I'll start with Mr. Nara Lokesh. I'd like to add a few more words. First of all, he comes from an incredible education background. So, sir, I was very impressed with that. You've been to Carnegie Mellon and, of course, gone ahead and done your master's as well. And extremely deep-rooted value. But more importantly, which really caught my eye, that he's done a 200-day Padayatra. And in that Padayatra, he's gone to 97 constituencies and touched 1.5 crore lives. And in those lives is where he met a lot of women from different stratas of the society who got forth the issues of gender stereotypes. And that has influenced him to go ahead and make reforms, not just in terms of women empowerment, but also in the education system. Something that I read about him, which was very, very interesting, is that even in the education system, जो हमारे books होते थे, उसमें कुछ ऐसे pictures होते थे जहाँ पर there's a lady in the kitchen and the man in the living room. He's gone ahead to change that, is because that's where it starts from. So, sir, thank you so much for doing that. Truly coming from a woman who's working in a male-dominated sport. Now go to the local talent, Shri Charni. Can we please give a mic to Shri here? Shri, a lot of responsibility on you, because today in this room, you're not only representing India, but you're also representing, you know, the state, this place where you come from. So tell us about your story, and also जिस तरीके का contribution रहा है state की तरफ से आपके cricket में.
So basically, I'm from Kadapa.
Yeah.
From south side of Andhra. So my cricket journey started when I was kid. So when I was 7-8 years old, my mama used to make me play cricket. So it started like that. Then in our village there is no professional cricket, so it's like only gully cricket we have. So in like professional, we only have kho, athletics, everything. Rather than cricket, everything is there. So after my 9th class, I only decided to play cricket professionally. So I spoke with my mother, and it took little time for my father to accept this decision which I took. So I think nearly 2 years it took for my father to accept this decision. Then so I think because of my mother, he accepted after 2 years professionally for playing cricket. And then when he accepted, COVID came again, 2 years got wasted. Then I played directly because of COVID, we had direct Pro Bulls. So I played under 19 Pro Bulls and I got selected for that. Then I played state matches. Then same year I got selected for under 19 challengers. So 2 years I played under 19 challengers. It went like that. Then after 5 years of my professional cricket journey, then I got selected for WPL. Then now I got selected for India.
How did you convince your father though?
I think I used to tell him like I don't write exams. I used to tell him like that. Then I think after my inter, he accepted actually.
Lovely. Let's give the girl a huge round of applause. Yes, please, sir. Please.
If there is an advice you would give to me to make sure all fathers accept within the 2 years of you ask, what should it be? How should we get fathers to accept? Or even the society at large to agree to it? Apart from blackmailing, which clearly you're good at. So all of you need to be careful now. But
they may come out and see how it changed. Like, it's not like before, no sir. It had changed a lot. If we see, when I was kid only, if I see, it had changed a lot. If we see now. So I feel if they come out, if they see how girls are educated now, so they may accept. The scare will go from them.
So greater exposure
Yes, sir.
and celebrate successes, I guess. Fair. Thank you.